was in Miami Police Department. Instead of painting your squad cars with puzzle pieces for Autism Awareness Month, how about you focus on not shooting at autistic people? Because we didn't forget about this.
All right, y'all. So recently, I reposted a video of this young lady, and I'll play it for you guys in a minute. But the topic here is autism versus conscientiousness and accountability. And this is in regards to Miami Police Department and the true meaning of sorry. And all of that goes together with this because this young lady posted this video, and she's a doctor, Dr. Callie, MD, and she says, hey, I'll let y'all hear it, but basically, choose the autistic person over the art. And when I came across this video, I didn't really know who or what it was referring to directly. When I come across things with police brutality, anything with, police, any of these large institutions, police brutality, mental health places and that type of thing, I immediately go past it because it's too much for me to handle. Um, it, it, I hate the word overwhelmed, but I've been using it a lot lately. Somebody planted it into my mind and now it's there. But it overwhelms me. It's too much for me. And I say that because it's so wrong. And it's so ingrained and wrong that you see, it's not like it's a big secret that these things are wrong, these institutions are wrong, and they've been behaving inappropriately for the longest time. And they're continuing to do that. And that there are people that really don't know any better that are so much in support of these people, places, and things and organizations. And it's disgusting, And people that are included, like I said, in those marginalized communities that I talk about all the time, they're supportive too because, again, they don't know any better. It's like, it's awful to me, Black people support too. It's like, it's awful. But I'm gonna let you listen to her video. And like I said, I didn't know what she was referring to directly at first, and I knew it was something with police brutality. I didn't want to look it up. I didn't want to get into it because, again, I knew it was too much for me. But what ended up happening was a lot of times on my TikTok, I just repost videos. Whatever kind of hits me one way or another, I just repost it. I don't think twice about it. It's mainly for me and a way for me to express my feelings without having to get actively involved. But the thing is that when you post stuff on TikTok, and all my stuff is always public, other people see it too, so other people are wondering. So I got a comment from somebody named Trey Everett, like, who is she talking about, And then somebody called some random 2018 Grand Caravan. I was like, yo, this is so unexpected. What happened? And it's true. So then I had to look it up because how you going to repost somebody's video? Her video didn't really allude to it either. She just talked about the Miami Police Department, and you can see where the name of Letty was there. So, but I'm going to let you watch her video. What she said that, just sparked me at a very base level. And then I posted the comments of the people that made me have to look into it more because, how you can post something on your page. And it's like when they said Prince used to make his music, other people didn't understand it and he didn't care, because it was really just for him. But if the public had asked us to do it, and it's kind of like that, but you can't really, I have to expound on it at some point. So I looked up Aletti, and just like I figured, it was a story about the young man that, the Black man who was the caretaker that got shot by this police officer. So in 2016, basically just a real quick synopsis, Jonathan Aletta shot an autistic man's caretaker. His conviction was overturned on February 16th of 2022, February 17th, 2022. And the bad thing about it that got me, again, 2016 is when this dude shot the autistic man. And I think, like I said, with the legal system, it's always like approximately 3 years before something happens. And I guess it's to put you in that state of fear or whatever, stress for that long, and it takes forever to get over. But 2016 is when the incident happened. 2019 is when the officer was convicted of a misdemeanor. And then, to me, it's just so insulting. In 2022, It was overturned. What the heck? The boy was playing with a fire truck, and the police reported him as having a gun and reloading a gun. The caretaker was saying out loud, "Hey, I'm the caretaker." It's awful, but I'll let you guys see. This is why I don't like watching stuff like this. And if I happen to cross it somewhere, I don't go and research it and all that because it's too much. It's not like the devil is hiding behind something. They're blatant about it. They don't care, and it's very. I mean, it's awful. I mean, when people are that blatant about wrongness and being wrong and bold and get away with it so much, it's like, I mean, what are you going to say? It comes to a point where you're wasting your breath to talk about it. Either, talking time is over. But anyhow, and not saying that in any way, meaning that just talking time is over. There's no need to waste any breath. Just like I talk about how, and this is traumatizing for me. So when you hear me start talking like this, I'm traumatized. This is traumatic for me. And so you're wasting your breath when you talk about it because all you're doing is you're reliving those experiences. And if you're an empathetic person, and it doesn't even have to be your experiences. You live them, through, what other people feel and see, and I feel all of that, and I feel it hard. So, and I'm a loner too. And that's one of the reasons why, because you can feel everything. But anyhow, I'm going to let you watch this.
Developing this morning, we're learning more about the officer who fired at an autistic man's caregiver, and that shooting is causing nationwide outrage. We are also hearing exclusively from a North Miami police commander who is now suspended without pay from his job. Local 10 News reporter Ian Margot is live in North Miami with the details. Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Todd. This North Miami Police Department is now at the center of the ongoing conflict between police and the communities that they serve. Now, one officer is on leave, another is suspended, and the entire country is watching. It's a video that's got the nation talking. Anger and protest starting after witnesses say an unarmed therapist was shot with his hands up while trying to help his nonverbal autistic patient. Police say they were aiming for that patient, who they thought may have had a gun. 5 days later, North Miami police releasing the name of the officer who shot caretaker Charles Kinsey.
The officer involved in Monday's shooting is Jonathan Aleda.
Aleda is a 4-year veteran of the department, a SWAT team member, and was even the department's Officer of the Month back in 2014. And now news that a second officer is in trouble. Aleda's commander has been suspended without pay, also related to this controversial shooting.
Commander Emil Holland was placed on leave after evidence of conflicting statements given to the investigators of this specific case.
We saw Commander Hollins at a protest one night earlier about the shooting. Officials revealing he's the voice on the police radio, telling dispatch and other officers that day the man on the ground had a gun. Allegedly, the commander later lied to investigators, saying he wasn't even on the scene, so we went to him directly, and he says he did nothing wrong.
I did not fabricate anything whatsoever. Please talk to the attorney.
In fact, the commander says there's more to it, and the man who shot that now viral video says Kinsey kept his hands up, but the situation was tense.
At that moment, he stood up like this, and he got shot. I think he was asking the officer, why? Like, why did you shoot me?
So we have recently learned the name of the man with autism. His name is Arnaldo Rios. This afternoon, his family is supposed to be having a press conference, and of course, we'll bring all of that information.
So anyways, y'all saw the video, and the thing that's the worst about all of this to me is that what you see, these things that are so traumatic to me that I can't hardly watch them when I can't watch them, and normally I won't watch them. These things that you see, that's nothing. The people that are really the bad guys, like the real bad guys that really don't give a you-know-what, you'll never see about them on the news. You won't hear about them on the news. You know why? Because those are the people that they would hurt somebody real bad, intentionally, and make sure everybody that's in proximity knows about it. So they will never get caught. They will never ever be spoken out on. And they will be the first to perhaps speak out on people like this, So the real bad guys, they'll never be in the spotlight. the average person will think they are the sweetest and nicest and so forth and so on. And that's horrifying, you guys. And it's really true. But anyhow, that's what frightens me about all of that. You know, if you thought this was bad, even if it was a mistake, you know, people need to be held accountable for their actions. And I find that those that I don't even know how to say it. I know how to say it, but I don't feel comfortable saying it. But those that are in certain positions, they just do whatever. And it's just a whole culture that promotes continuing to do the wrong thing. And the more that we support this stuff, you know, the more that if something happens bad to us, we call certain people, and I'm beating around the bush, we support that, you know. And I don't ever see where any good comes out of it. I think I saw recently where there was a girl, something was being done to this woman, and she called the police, and the police came and they did something bad to her. I remember calling the police because my car was stolen, and they came out and tried to arrest me for stealing my car. I was like, no, my car is the one that was stolen. I can't even, this is traumatized. Like I said, it's so much that there's not enough breath or air to talk about it. And then with life being so short, these are not the things you want to get stuck up on. But the only reason I shared this because, again, scrolling to TikTok, it's like there used to be an old web page called Stumble Upon where you just click something and something random comes up. It randomly popped up. I didn't know what it was about. I wasn't going to research it because I know it's traumatic. And I'm 46 years old. I don't have a whole lot of years left. You know, my looks have declined, all of that. Not that I can't get them back, but it starts from the inside. And on the inside right now, it takes a lot of support and encouragement to create and develop a person. And so right now, I'm in the incubation stage where I'm trying to, you know, shower or get whatever teeny bit of love that I can from me, you know, because I have to replant that seed within myself so I can grow. You know, I don't have any external forces that are doing or sources that are doing that for me, you know. And if you hear this world, tell it. You know, I'm actively trying, and that's why I'm so open with who I am and what I'm about. Actively trying to, you know, find other people that are similar, you know. But it's one of those things where I saw, and this is going off into something else I don't want to get into, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, stop police violence, please. You know, stop violence in general. Stop being bad people. All right, please support my channel, you guys. Please support the fight against wrongdoing. I have a small nonprofit that I'm really trying to get off the ground. It would really help me if you guys could please purchase some of the merch here. This is dedicated towards police brutality. What I am asking everyone to do is purchase a greeting card and send that greeting card to your local police department. Just asking that they stop police brutality. You don't have to write a lot of words inside. You can just send a card and just write please inside, or whatever it is you choose. But of course, keep it legal and keep it with good intentions. Also, what you see here is my Stops Police Brutality journal, so that if you have been traumatized by the police or have gone through things that are traumatic, you can journalize those things. Keep those things in the journal for your personal records, also so that you can go back and reflect on it, and it's part of the healing process. I love you guys and I hope you have a great day.